Welcome to today's episode of Conversations with Karen and Kat. I'm Karen Scott Green.
And I'm Kat Hardrick.
And we are here today with Gina Bracks. Gina is the CEO of My Brother's Keepers Outreach, which is a nonprofit providing clothes, food, toiletry items, and resources to extended stay hotels for the last 3.5 years in Gwinnett County every month. Gina is a U.S. Army veteran. Thank you for your service.
Cool.
She is blessed to have 2 children and 4 grandchildren. She's been married for 40 years. She currently is working at a nonprofit that assists homeless veterans with housing and employment. Gina and her family are committed to serving those in the community. Thank you so much for all the work that you do. First off, I have to ask, what was your why for starting your organization?
My why basically was just feeling God tugging at my heart to, I wanted to do something, but I wasn't sure what that something was. So I never forget, one day I was sitting at my house, just thinking about, all the things that I could do or should I do. And all of a sudden I did hear the voice of the Lord just to tell me to go. In the car, and as I was driving, I passed by this extended stay that's not too far from my house, and he just told me to go in there and to talk with them. So when I went in, I spoke with the manager and I said, I'm interested in doing some things. And then she said, you know what? I was just praying, asking God if a church or somebody could come and assist, because there's so many people that come in that can barely pay the room rate, let alone if it's food or clothing, anything like that. And so that was 2019. And out of that, we are here 3.5 years later, serving not only one hotel, but we have 5 hotels plus an apartment complex where we serve senior citizens.
Praise God. Look at you, girl. Calling, responding to the call from God. That's real important. And you are aligned with your purpose.
Yes.
That means so much. Let me ask you this. I'm a veteran, so thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service and your support.
Oh, yes, absolutely, absolutely. The people that you serve, do you have any type of resources specifically for veterans? Because we know it's a shame for any veteran to go homeless, not have any food, and have mental health issues. What do you do to help reduce that amount of people who are affected by those different areas?
Well, I am blessed. I'm in a situation, like I said, because my employment where I get paid, which I work with homeless veterans. So it's always a blessing. I can intertwine them together. So if I do meet a veteran, which I have from time to time, then I'm able to get the resources that I use on my everyday job and connect them with those resources to help them, get their turn the situation around, or also just having the knowledge of what they can do or should do in their situation.
What are some of those things? Like what?
But one of the main things that I do at Fort McPherson, they do have it's a building. It's called the CRRC, which stands for Community and Resources Referral Center. And in this center, they have all different types of agency that helps with mental health, social workers, homelessness. So all these different resources they have housed in this one building, and they have all different agencies from all over Atlanta that come in and lend their time. They're in their different days of the week. They give them office space, and so when veterans go there, then they're able to triage them, assess them, and then connect them with those resources. So I'm able to, give them information where to go, when to show up, and things like that. So I'm able to to have both my worlds are intertwined.
Okay. So when you're going to the extended stays, you're doing this on a weekly basis?
Monthly, once a month, the fourth Saturday every month. We are and I rotate, since I have 5 hotels. So one month I may do 3, and then the next month I do 2. But every Saturday, the 4th Saturday of that month, we go out and we set up. I've already coordinated with the managers there. They know we're coming, so we are in the parking lot. and we set up and we have our table where they sign in, where they get the free food bags.
Mm-hmm.
We have toiletry items such as toilet paper, toothpaste, toothbrushes, soap. We have clothing a lot of times. And then we also have, when I say resources, such as to let them know if there's jobs, any type of things in the community that you would be amazed at the amount of people that move here from other states or cities and not aware of what's around us. We try to make sure we enlighten them. And there are times I do have other partners that come alongside, and they're there as well, where they're providing different types of resources in addition to what we offer.
So who are some of the partners who partner with you? That's one question. And then the second question is, how many people are you touching when you go out once a month?
Okay, so some of my partners, I have Rosebud, which is an organization of ladies that assist with domestic violence. So they always come out, and then they may share, sometimes they have blankets, clothing, food. Every month they offer something different. I also have another partner. She offers the free phones. So those that qualify, that have any type of a benefit or food stamps or Social Security or even veteran get disability pay, then they qualify to get the free phones. I also have another partner with the Women's Resource Center, which they offer free training, and some of the training is paid, but they do have different programs that assist people to be able to get the training in order to be self-sufficient or entrepreneur.
Okay.
So I have different agencies. In addition, my other partners are the ones that assist with giving me the free food or with the toiletry items. So I partner with them and they assist me in that regard.
How can we donate, support, and volunteer? And can you please say the name of your business and your website?
Yes, I am My Brother's Keeper Outreach. And my webpage is www.mbkoatl.org. And also on Facebook, we are My Brothers. We are MBKOATL. Karen, you asked a question about the numbers each month vary, but I do want to say from last year, we were able to serve over 2,100 people. So that kind of gives you a gauge of how many that we are able to touch. Now, the end of July, we had our back to school festival, which we were able to service over 200 people, and we gave out about 130 book bags.
Nice.
So we are, each month we are trying to make sure that we are, supporting the people, because think about it, these people are living in a hotel where they have a weekly pay. One of the hotels I service is up to $600 a week. That's for one room. You get a card, not a key. So technically, it's at any moment, if you don't pay that. And I do want to say, because there's a misconception that people, when I say homeless, that these are people that don't work. No, these are people that have decent jobs. They drive nice cars, but there are things that
housing insecure.
Yes, and so also with the way things are nowadays, you could have bad credit. You could have you could be convicted of something, and so that is not going to be able to help you. Yes, so you could have eviction or a landlord debt, and if you're trying to get into housing, you have to make 2 times the amount of the rent.
Ma'am, some places have been asking for 4 and 5 times.
And so they just passed a law in the state of Georgia. They can no longer ask for 3 times the rent. So that went in effect July the 1st. But like I said, it's just a lot of times people just, have situations that, and it cause them to be in that and caught up in that system.
So some landlords, I'm sorry, Kat.
No,
but some landlords have been asking.
You're like, all right. Wait. Look, that's what makes it hard about, because when you feel each other vibe face to face, we know how to hush up. But when we're not, it's that lag. I just wanted to say that people are one check away from being in a situation like this. And if you had an eviction, something happened, medical reason, whatever, and you couldn't pay your bills and stay on top of it, that eviction will prevent you from getting other rentals, from you even buying a home. And there are people that I know personally that literally was living out of their car. At a extended stay because they needed to get their money together. Now they have a beautiful home. They're on their feet. But what can we do? You just said that a law was passed to say that landlords can't do over 3 times the month of rent.
Yes.
But what do you think we could do as community members to help really get to the underlying issue? You have people that got jobs, they live in cars and so forth, but they still can't get housing. What do you think we could do? Because you're out there every day in the streets. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm going to say this, because being also involved with in the county vote, and also make it known, because Georgia is not Georgia is more for the landlord as for rather than for the tenant. So there's no cap on our rent. You do have some states, they do put a cap on the rent, so it cannot be so astronomical where people can't even afford it. So I would say that we definitely need to vote. We need to also let it be known that you know, these situations you know, really it is sad, because I do meet people that, even if I'm at the hotel, there are a lot of times people that are in the parking lot, and there are people, and I've even met women, mothers who have children. Now, you know, in a hotel, you really can only have 2 beds for people. So if you have, I've had people, women that had 5 and 6 kids. So that means they have to get 2 rooms. So if the room is already, you know, $300 or $400 a week, that means you have to get double, or they will have to put you out, because then for them it's a fire hazard. So I just definitely think that we definitely need to, you know, band together, talk to whoever, you know, your councilman. Let it be known. I have talked with our councilman several times. I'm involved with Gwinnett County to, you know, just to voice it, to see if some change can come as far as that. And even with Gwinnett County, we don't even have shelters. You know, as big as Gwinnett County is, having shelters to be able to help not just one person, but you can forget if it's a family. So these are things that we can let it be known as taxpayers, to say we want these things, so that way we can make a difference.
Because for a long time, Gwinnett said they didn't have a homeless person.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. But you know,
time.
Yes, but the thing of it is, these are people that are in plain sight. If you are living in a hotel, 1 room, you know, without a key, you get a card. That's being homeless. And if you miss paying your rate, whether it's a day or a week, you're out on the street. Now, I dealt with many veterans that live in hotels, and a lot of times they will pay by the month, you know, because they get paid once a month. So with the first of the month, they would pay that $1,600, $1,700, $1,800, so that way they could be secure for the rest of the month. But you know, it's really sad. But I just thank God that it's a whole nother world, being able to be a part of it, and also to make a difference. But you know, and I just share, if anybody definitely would like to donate, and I've even got members a part of our team, volunteers, you know, because we've been blessed to be on, you know, our community TV station, you know, being online every month when we go out, it is streamed live, and people donate financially, or they come and donate themselves, or, you know, some of the toiletry items. So, you know, we're out there just trying to make a difference and just be obedient to what God called us to do.
Amen. Do you ever partner with any of the fraternities and sororities in Gwinnett County to come out and assist you when you come out once a month?
I've had some to ask me, and because we do, but they, you know, I'm, you know, they have not showed up, but they have had plenty that were interested and said they would like to. So I share with them when we are, you know, going out, and you know, just I leave it open like that.
Okay, Divine 9.
Okay, all right.
Look, now
I'm going to talk to the Gwinnett Zetas.
Look, you see that blue on this screen? That's what that represents.
I'm going to talk to the Gwinnett Zetas.
Okay.
Also know that Conversations with Karen the Cat would love to volunteer. So please let us know. We can chime in, because this is what we're all about. And so when you volunteer and you go to the once a month, you go to 3 or 4 locations on that Saturday, or So how many people do you need? Like, what is it what's your ask of the community?
My ask would be financial or food, canned goods, dry items such as oatmeal, noodles, canned vegetables, those things like that. Those are the things, tuna, or either canned chicken. Those are the things that we are giving out. Because what I do, we make food bags. Like I said, I have another partner that he gets food from Costco, Publix, and Kroger's. So the things that they have, we add that to the bags, because I give bags with the food in it. And so, and then plus we have the toiletry items with the toilet paper, toothpaste, toothbrushes, those things that we get. And I usually have a partner that donates a lot of that to us, but I'm always welcome those items. And then when we set up on that particular Saturday, we have a station for the food bags. So we always have volunteers that are there. We have a station for the toiletry items, a station for all of the other resources, the clothes. And then we also have a station for the resources. And then we also have a station where we give prayer and encouragement.
Yes.
So,
girl, you sound like my food drive that we have on MLK Day. Because you got to have that prayer line, honey.
Yes.
Prayer line, words of encouragement, whatever you call it.
Yes.
It's someplace over there that people are ready to put their hands on you and show you some love.
Yes.
So that's really important, because you know what? That is more important, in my opinion, than it is to get nutrition for your nutrition for your health and body.
Yes.
You need nutrition for your mind and your soul, and that's so important. Because you
Yes.
save a lot of people. I know I had 2 separate incidents where I just checked in, looked at someone's eyes, and said some kind words, and I got yanked in the car and hugged and everything, because that was what they needed. Just somebody to see them.
Yes.
Because it could be any one of us. Any one of us could be in that situation. So, and then you don't know when you're entertaining Jesus. Hello. So,
yes, because as I look at it, we meet people that a lot of them are at their lowest with no hope and, lost. And then also, then there's some people that it may just be, maybe they're transitioning from, waiting on the house to get prepared for them to come. But all different walks of life, but we still want to be able to touch everyone, so that they know that, God does have a plan. And I have volunteers. My youngest volunteer, she's like 9 all the way to the oldest, seasoned individual. So we have all age groups that help, because the Friday night before we go out, we pack all the bags, pack everything. We have rented a U-Haul truck every month to make sure we have everything ready, loaded up. So Saturday morning, we're, all we're doing is getting up and going to our locations. So yeah.
And you organized too, girl. I love that.
Because as big as this is growing. So yeah. And then we have our seniors, because we go to apartment complex. It's about 25 seniors. We take them food bags and toiletry items and things like that as well. So in this particular apartment complex, it's a lot of seniors, and they're on, they're on fixed income. So we always try to, give back to them as well.
And so you said that is the 4th Saturday of every month.
Yes. So this month we'll be going out on August the 24th.
Okay. August the 24th. And what time do you normally get started?
We normally get started at 10:30. Where we set up is at 10 o'clock. And then 10:30, we're ready for the people to come out. A lot of times they're waiting on us, because we do give out flyers, and we send out text messages to let them know that we're coming. So I like it when we set up, they're already waiting on us, and then we can just go ahead and start the process. We're there for about 45 minutes to an hour. Then we load up and go to the next location, set up and get prepared for those people.
So do you have it to where you're going to serve at each location? You have a certain amount that you're going to serve, like first come, first serve. Like I have 100, first come, first serve. Once those leave, then I go to the next station.
Yes.
So okay, good.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. And what I normally do is I kind of look at the numbers, because we are we're a talent on this, so we collect the names and the data. So the last time I'm at a location, I always go back and look at those numbers to kind of see what it was like, and that kind of helps me to know, what we need. And we always have a little extra, but that's how we kind of gauge it on how much resources we'll need for that particular.
Done before.
That confuses me, how some places don't want to reveal that. That's how people get to know where their dollars are going. Yeah. Like you be able to show results.
Yes.
Right. So I'm glad that you do that. And that makes, I know it makes me comfortable, and I hope it makes our listeners comfortable knowing that when they donate their time, their talent, and their treasures, that you actually can show the data as to where everything is going. So thanks for doing that.
Yes, I believe in transparency because all of it belongs to God and He blesses us with it. So we're just trying to be a good steward of what He's given us.
I know that's right.
And so I just wanted to go back to make sure that our listeners, just in case they didn't get, because I was writing down and I didn't get some of it. As far as donations, you're looking for canned goods, and some of those things would be like canned chicken, canned tuna, vegetables. What are some other canned goods?
Soups. Soups, or raviolis, things like that.
Okay, so a canned pasta. You also look for toiletries, toilet paper, and volunteers, body, and money.
Yes, money is always good. Money is always good.
Money is always good.
And I know that we don't like to say this because I think it's always taboo, but I'll go ahead and say feminine hygiene products because I know I keep like that in my car. I have like a little ready to care bag, and so we don't like to talk about it, but trust and believe we need to do that. People have families, they have daughters, so we do need to try to please put some of that in bags because that's very important too, to make sure that we're healthy, females are healthy, and young adults are healthy as well.
Yes, and I failed to mention that, but we do have we do give out packets with the feminine products as well as the undergarments for our seniors that need like the the Depend. So we do have, and Pampers, but we do pass those out as well.
Because those things are expensive.
Yes, they are.
They're someone's running for vice president right now, and they're calling that person tampon whatever because he had passed legislation in his state that provided free feminine hygiene products in middle and high schools, in schools.
Yes.
And folks on the other side of the aisle were mocking that and making fun of that. But the reality is there are some girls who will go to school who do not have feminine hygiene products because when you get food stamps, like if you're a family who's getting food stamp does not cover those items.
Yes.
So if you're just getting by and all you had was food stamps to be able to provide for food, it doesn't cover for diapers. It doesn't cover for feminine hygiene products.
Yes.
And so, when you're forced between, you got $10 and you tried to feed the family, and feminine, you may just not have the money for feminine hygiene products.
Yeah, and that's true because a couple of years ago, I was partnering with another agency, and in Gwinnett County, we were told that they cut the budget, so the feminine products, they would get it from the nurses station, but the nurses station did not have enough, so they asked a lot of us to donate feminine products because a lot of girls did not come to school, or if they came, they didn't have those items, so they wanted to make sure that they that the community, we all supported and gave the feminine product to certain schools so the nurse station could have them. So if that happened, the girls, that wouldn't keep them from coming to school, or if they had an accident, knowing that they could go there and get what they need.
And I actually heard that some girls during their time of the month, because they don't have feminine hygiene products, wouldn't come to school.
That's right.
That's true. That is true. That is true. So that is why, So it's definitely needed. And, and we are blessed that we had someone that gave us like all different sizes. So when we fix our kids, they're all different sizes and everything like that. But it's definitely something that is needed.
Yes, yes, yes. One of the things I want to ask you before you go is one of the questions we always talk about: mental health as a veteran, as a woman of God, and as a servant leader. How do you manage your mental wellness and all the things that you're doing?
I take time to just relax, take vacations, take time to really disconnect because, even though this is a passion and I'm blessed to do it and get paid for it as a job, but also to just being able to recognize when it's time for me to step back, and then, you know, be ministered to, and be able to just be honest and say, you know, I need a moment, because it, you know, it definitely be overwhelming. But I just enjoy just disconnecting, spending time with my family, and you know, and just, you know, being able to just let go and let God, you know.
Amen.
So,
Amen.
yeah.
Amen. Yes. Kat, did you want to say
Let go.
something? I thought you were going to say something else. But Miss Gina, we thank you so much for
Yes.
joining us. What you're doing is truly God's work. And for
Yeah.
those of you who want to volunteer, who want to donate to My Brother's Keepers Outreach, you can reach Miss Gina at GS Bracks 2. That's GSBRACKS, the number 2 at gmail.com. And you can also go to the website at mbkoatl.org. And you can follow the organization on Facebook at MBKOATL, and reach out to Ms. Gina and that organization so that you can donate. Again, they're looking for canned goods, they're looking for toiletries, toilet paper, volunteers, and money. We cannot forget the money, because
Yes.
that, you know, that's what makes this organization work.
Yes. Yes.
That's right. And
Yeah.
to everyone, please always subscribe to Conversations with Karen and Kat. We're out here, we're connecting and bringing resources to you, and we would love your support. Thank you for those that do follow us, and spread the word to get more subscribers so you can too make your corner of the world a better place.
Absolutely. And as always, thank you for joining us on this episode of Conversations with Karen and Kat,
where we are impacting the world one conversation at a time.